Hey, welcome back to Turks Aquatics. Now, I recorded a video on this a while ago, but I never ended up posting it and editing it because I noticed that my audio was messed up, so you can't hear much. This is my bathtub DIY pond, and it looks really bad right now, but I'll get into why in just a moment. I put this in the ground back in probably December, and it's May now. So it's been in the ground for quite a while. Now, I put a line of blocks all the way around it, except for on these two back walls, to give it kind of a border because it is actually up higher than ground level. It's about 2 inches higher because all the dirt out of the hole I just piled it on the side, and that way it wasn't as deep in the ground, but it was still secure in the ground. Now all of these plants all around here, these are just weeds that have grown from the dirt, and that's one of the things I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be cutting down all of this dog fennel, all this dog fennel and whatever this stuff is, I don't know, but it's all got to go. I'm going to strip it down all the way back to the dirt like it used to be when I made the original video. Now in the pond, there is nothing in here except for one little mosquito fish right there. You can see him. Mosquito fish is just a native little minnow, but they're alive, and they're a live bear also, so they're pretty hardy. But all this algae is growing because it's in direct sunlight, and I used a real dirt substrate. This is actually dirt from in my yard, this kind of dirt right here, and I washed it out and got most of the sediment out of it, so it's mostly just sand, but it still has a lot of nutrients to it naturally. So that has created all of this algae in here, even though there are no fish in here. I did have a bunch of plants, but some of them have died off. They're mostly native plants that I've collected, and I don't know what this is, but it's like a plant. I grew it from a clipping, and it grows up to the top and then starts to make leaves. There's not really much leaves underwater. I did have some stuff known as coontail locally in here, and it's kind of died off. I got this stuff here. I don't know what it is, but it's like a seaweed kind of look. And I did have a couple pieces of Ludwigia in here, and they all died off also. So that kind of stinks. But anyways, I want to completely redo this. I want to drain it, and I want to take up all these plants. I'll probably clean off all the algae, and I want to plant something I think is called jungle vow in here. I have a bunch of it that I accidentally propagated. I have another black tub over. It's actually a concrete mixing tub, and I used to breed, well I still do, but I breed least killifish in there just for fun. And I took some plant scraps I had out of my tanks and stuck them in there. Well, one of them was jungle vow. Now I have 30 to 100 looking little grass plant thingies, and I don't know what they are. I assume it's jungle vow, so I will try to grow that in here since it's over, you know, about 2 foot deep. Give or take. It's almost up to my knee, and the thing it's in right now is only about a foot deep, and plus all the dirt I have in there about 7 inches deep, so it'll definitely do better in here. I still have not decided what I want to put in here stocking wise. I'm thinking about Florida flagfish because they're kind of easy to breed from what I've heard, and they do good with a spawning bed or something like a spawning mop, and I'm hoping that jungle vow will work as that, although I might redo the tub that I have over across the way that I'll show you in a moment. I might do it with a native type of grass that looks a lot like dwarf hair grass, but it gets all the way up to the surface of the water. So I might put that in there since that might be better suited for breeding flagfish. Also, over to the side, now you can see these bricks or blocks that I have cleaned out. What I've done is I've taken native ferns from around my yard and a couple store-bought ones over there in the corner, and I plant one in each and every one of these holes. That one there, you can't see there, that one there died. But anyways, all of these, I'm going to do it to all of them all the way around the entire tub. That way it has a nice fern hedge to the edges of it, and I bought that at Home Depot for like $1. It was on sale and dying, and I brought it back. But anyways, I want to do a fern hedge all the way around, and in this part here, where this dirt is and all these weeds are growing, I don't know what I'll do here. I'll probably put some sort of little flowering plant or something that'll stay with its leaves on it year round. Since we are in Florida, it does get to the high 20s about 2 or 3 nights out of the winter. Other than that, it'll be 40s to 30s. And so I have to find something that can survive those temperatures without a problem. Well, that didn't take too long. Although I made a bit of a mess. Oh well. Guess I'll have to clean it now. Yay! There. Now doesn't that look better? Now, my goal is to, whenever I do plant this, to plant it with something that'll grow so densely that it'll choke out anything like this crap from growing ever again. Because I don't want it to look like that. Yes, there is crap over there, but I'm still yet to do that part. But I won't be videoing that because who wants to watch me clean up junk? But anyways, I gotta get a net and scoop out all of this. Well, you can't see it. Scoop out all of this trash from in here, and then that'll be it, you know, for cleaning it up. And then there's like some trash over there, but that's not important at the moment because I am actually going to do a part 2 on this video because this is not all that I wanted to really show you. In part 2, I will be taking a bucket and making a DIY overflow for this because whenever this thing rains, whenever it does rain, this thing will fill up, right? And then it'll kind of overflow to this corner and flood all of this, and then it'll wash in between. Let's see. See, like there's no dirt between there? I had dirt between them before, and it washed all the dirt out from around that block from the water running out and over here because it's lower. So I have to set up overflow over there, preferably, to keep it from doing that, and I am going to show how I do that in the next video. And I just thought I would also show you my black tub. This is the black tub that I was talking about. Now, I have it up on blocks so that it's not on the ground because it's on the ground and uneven. And you can see it's actually kind of flimsy. It's not really that thick. I think it's a concrete mixing tub. So, yeah, I actually bought it at a flea market when I was like, I don't know, 12. But anyways, I have a couple different plants in here. I have some lily pad bulbs that I actually got from our pond. And this here is a bunch of that stuff that I think is jungle val. It doesn't really look, it just looks like grass down here and it's covered in algae and stuff. But when I pull it up out of the water, it looks a lot like jungle val. I have this plant here, which I just stuck in here and turns out to be, I think, hydrilla from a local pond near me. Here's some of that hair grass stuff that just kind of ended up getting in here somehow or another. And there's not much of it, but this is what I want to put across the entire thing, and it will grow all the way up to the surface. Then I have a stick here with some moss on it that you can't, there it is, with some moss on it that looks like crap. And then I have over here some Rotala indica, I think is what it's called, and it looks weird. Look how it's growing different. It's because it's not underwater, I suppose. But when I trimmed my fish tank, I just took the trimming and stuck them there, and they've grown and multiplied. So I'll roll with it. And then 2 bamboo shoots that kind of just flopped. Once it got cold, the tops died, and the part that wasn't in the water, it died off. And it's been like that since. I need to just throw them away. Now, I do have least killifish in here. I've caught most of them out because I did plan on redoing this. And there are a couple of little Florida flagfish in here that I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for a while. Now, you can see, hang on, let me dry my hand off. Now, over here, you might be able to see, there they are. There's some of the least killifish. They really glow in the sun, and they like this. It's kind of a semi-schooling fish. They're the world's smallest live bear. I would guess that's a good little school of, I don't know, about 30 of them, if you could see them. Come on, I'm trying to let y'all see them, but it ain't working. Anyways, they only get about 1 inch long. They stay pretty small, and they breed fairly well, especially being a live bear. They're pretty hardy. They can go all the way to freezing temperatures to 100 degrees, and I know that because I've been in this black tub for the last year or two now. I've had a few generations out of here. But anyways, yeah, this is about it. I just wanted to show you what exactly I was talking about with the black tub. And this is it. So, yeah. Alright, so that's all for this video. I will see you guys hopefully, I will see you guys in part 2. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that good stuff that you hear from every other YouTuber. And I will see you guys next time. And see y'all later. Oh.